Well, thank you very much for joining us. Kevin Winge is with us right now, and he is Executive Director of the Project Open Hand. Undoubtedly, you've heard of that project, and a lot of us say, when did it start? It was 1980s, right?
It was, Jack. It was founded in 1985 by Ruth Brinker, who was a grandmother and had worked at a Meals on Wheels program. Started noticing some of her friends and neighbors were getting sick with what turned out to be AIDS, and decided the one thing she knew how to do really well was cook meals. So
yeah,
she
the
cooked
1980s,
meals.
that was right in the middle of that AIDS
Totally
spreading.
different time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It was awful. It was awful. Well, right now, though, on a daily basis, people are packing food, doing things of that nature. What else?
Absolutely. Well, for the 27 years of Project Open Hand's history, we've relied on volunteers. So we need 100 volunteers every day coming into our building in the Tenderloin, and we cook our own meals. We cook 2,500 meals a day.
Yeah.
So volunteers come in first thing in the morning, and they're chopping vegetables, they're packaging the meals, they're actually delivering the meals for us, and that happens 7 days a week.
Okay, for example, if somebody, an elderly person, in this case, is living in a hotel in the Tenderloin, they can get on the list, they can get food delivered, right?
Yeah, if they have a chronic or critical illness, then we'll prepare and deliver meals to them. We also have an extensive senior program. With our senior program, those meals aren't delivered, but we actually prepare meals for 15 congregate meal sites in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So then if the senior is well enough to get to one of those sites, they can have a free meal.
Yeah, and what about people coming in?
We don't have a meal site in our building,
so.
but we do have a grocery center. So our clients with critical illness who qualify, they can choose between getting home-delivered meals or coming once a week and shopping for nutritional groceries.
Okay, Kevin, so somebody wants to volunteer. They're watching and say, I like Kevin, he's a great guy, and I want to, do something to help him volunteer. Can they volunteer like one day a month, or there's no restriction on that, I would imagine?
Not at all. We're very flexible. So they can call us or they can email us, come in for one orientation, and then we'll work with their schedule to figure out what's best for them. If they want to come in weekly, if they want to come in less often, more frequently, we can make that work for them. Okay,
a lot of people are being affected by the economy these days. I suppose Open Hand has also been affected.
It's been challenging time for nonprofits, though I think at Project Open Hand we're starting to see things turn around. We had a really great end of the year for 2012, and despite the challenges, we continue to prepare and deliver this past year 750,000 meals in the Bay Area.
Okay, now the food comes from large food chains. They come from people who are what?
Right. Well, most of our food, because the scale is so large, 750,000 meals annually, we purchase most of our meals from the large food companies, though we are starting to, in just 2 months, we're going to construct a greenhouse on our roof, and we're starting to work with local farmers and farmers markets as well.
You're going to have a farm on your roof?
That's the plan, Jack. That's
Kevin?
the plan. So come see us in a few months, and we'll have it up and running.
I think it's a great idea.
We have to take advantage of every inch of space that we have.
Yeah, well, your family had a farming background anyway, right?
I lived on a farm when I was a boy, so it's kind of going back to where I came from.
You'll be the first one on the roof.
That's the plan.
So the Project Open Hand, which has been going on now for so many years like that, do you have any different goals that are coming up? Or?
The most important thing is that we continue to improve the nutritional quality of the meals that we serve, and that we're continue to serve as many people living with chronic critical illness and also seniors in the Bay Area. And if you just look at seniors, we know that's a population that is increasing dramatically. So those two things, good food for people who need them, will keep us busy for a long time.
Fair enough. Kevin, nice to have you here. Kevin Winge has been our guest. He's with Project Open Hand. He is the Executive Director. Thanks very much for joining us.